Okay, so apparently part 1 did not copy off, so let me redo it. You need to know your 2010 guidelines for the amount of income that you make. Does the 2010 apply to gross or to net income? And what applies to monthly? What applies to annual? So make sure that you know how to figure those. And what is credit? What is credit? We have loans, we have credit cards, we have all kinds of things. What is not credit? Can you give me an example of something that's not credit? Something like your car registration maybe that you fill out, or you know, the license to your car. Okay, you need to know again how to figure out what your best loan would be. Is it a shorter loan at a higher interest or a longer loan at a lower interest? So figure that out. It tells you in the book, but hint, the shorter you have to pay it, the better off you are. Usually, so you have to figure it out to make sure. What can you do to build your credit history? Is renting an apartment with someone else that has their name on it? Nah, because it builds their history. How about overdrawing on your, being careful not to overdraw on your account, but you're using your debit card? Does that help your credit any? Do you close your checking account to avoid bouncing a check? Does that help? Or what about getting a credit card or a major credit card and pay off everything due each month? Which of those would help with your credit history? What's the name of the agencies that provide free credit reports to consumers? And how often do they recommend that you check the status of your credit report? Who can view that credit report without your permission? Can your parents after you're 18? Can your current employer? Can your doctor? Can the car salesman you talked to when you inquired about a loan to buy a car? You asked about getting credit? Okay, what can impact your credit score? We've talked about this a lot in class. Making late payments always is a no-no, because that will definitely affect your score. So always make your payments on time. Don't keep too high of credit card balances, that kind of thing. Now, what do you look for on the internet when you want to make sure something you're buying is safe and secure? Hint, it's a picture of something. Who is it that's responsible for reporting identity fraud? Is it you? Is it the company of the credit card? Is it the credit reporting agencies, or the police? Who would be responsible for reporting identity fraud? And if you can't find your credit card, you think it's been stolen, what do you need to do right away? Okay, where did we go from here? It's not that one. I think we have covered this. Oh, maybe not. Here we go. You're comparing loans to buy a car. Give me some things you should compare to help you determine which loan is right for your situation. Look it up in the book. 3 pieces of personal information that you would have to provide to a lender when you apply for a credit card or a loan. So look that up in the book, and you can download an application and look through that, and it'll tell you what you have to give. Give me 3 strategies you can apply when you turn 18 to build your good credit history. We hit on that with that other question. Go ahead and look that over. And what can you do to keep someone from using your personal information so that you're not a victim of identity theft? You need at least 3 things. Now you need to know your 2010 rule to calculate debt limits for income amounts. And again, you need to know the annual versus monthly, which one's which, 20 or 10, and is it net or gross? And you need to figure some of these out because you're going to have at least 3 problems to do. The next one, you need to tell me whether these 5 situations, each one individually, is it appropriate or inappropriate to use credit for, and then give me an explanation as to why you said that it was appropriate or inappropriate. There are 5 different situations. And I think we covered the rest of it in part 2, so go on to part 2. Thanks.